Hi, my name is Bree with Culture Central, and with Thanksgiving quickly approaching, we're wondering, do you eat Thanksgiving morning or not? I'm joined with
Stacy.
I'm joined with
Gabrielle.
I'm joined with
Anya.
Kaylin.
Anari.
Izzy, how y'all doing?
And do you eat Thanksgiving morning?
No. I gotta save my appetite for later, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm gonna be a big bag.
And do you eat Thanksgiving morning?
Yes, if it's the Thanksgiving food that was cooked last night.
And do you eat breakfast on Thanksgiving?
No.
You just, what do you?
Starve. You gotta starve to leave more room for dinner.
Perfect. And when is dinner served, do you think?
8 p.m. If we're lucky.
So you're not sneaking nothing? You don't sneak nothing?
Sometimes, but I have to leave room.
You know what? I like that. And do you eat breakfast on Thanksgiving?
No.
So like, when's dinner served? Like a rough estimate?
Like 6, 7 o'clock.
Okay. So you're not eating all day?
No.
Saving space. I like that.
Plates, y'all.
That's
you don't need to be eating.
3.
With dessert.
Okay, maybe
Dessert.
with dessert. Okay, dessert number 3.
Dessert number 3.
Yeah, that's plate number 3.
Yeah.
Hey, so you're not eating nothing. You're not sneaking nothing.
I mean, okay, if I'm sneaking something, I'm low-key helping my mom be cooking in the kitchen, so I'm taking a little nibble of like some things like that.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah.
And do you eat breakfast on Thanksgiving morning?
I like to eat breakfast because you don't want a cranky chef. Like,
Yeah.
You do not want a cranky chef, or none of that food will be
So
made
you're the
with
chef.
love. Yes. And I don't know if this is a fact or this is true, but when you don't eat all day and then you eat your first meal late, you're not hungry no more. Like, you get full fast. So, yeah, period.
If you say it's a fact, it's a fact.
Okay,
Period.
perfect. Yeah.
As you can see, Thanksgiving morning goes different for everyone. For me personally, I wake up and the food's done. But again, I'm Bree with Culture Central, and let's toss it back to Gigi and Isaiah in studio.
Hello and welcome back to Culture Central. I'm Isaiah Maldonado here with the lovely Gigi Jones, and we're so excited to be back with you for another episode of What's the Word?
That's right, Isaiah. We've got a great one just in time to celebrate the holiday season.
All right, Gigi, we know you love the holidays, but with everything going on right now in the culture, right now, I have to ask you, what's the word?
Well, the Grammys may be in February, but nominations just come out. And as a certified music buff, I'd like to call myself. I had to check out the list, and some of my favorites personally are featured. For example, Record of the Year, we've got Bad Bunny, Sabrina Carpenter, Doechii, Billie Eilish, Kendrick, Chaperone, Bruno, and Lady Gaga, all featured in one category.
Just keep going.
I mean,
Stacked.
I mean, if
Monstrous.
that's like a top 10 list, then I don't know what is. I don't even think it's 10. But for Album of the Year, personally, you know how I feel about Leon Thomas. If he does not win that with Mutt, put them in the doghouse. Whoever decides that, put them in the doghouse, because he's absolutely been killing it this year. Song of the Year, Wildflower by Billy, Luther featuring Kendrick and SZA, Anxiety, which I know you love. I know you're a Doechii lover. There's so much awesome music that came out. The nominations are crazy. We're seeing a lot of repeat artists. Who are you excited to see?
Man, I'm going to say it right now. I'm tired of Kendrick. I'm going to get on right now and tell you about my Kendrick fatigue. Okay. I don't care if this puts me in the Drake Glazer category. I'm tired of it. I feel like, what Drake say on that track? Kendrick just opened his mouth, somebody go hand him a Grammy right now.
Oh.
And we seen it right now. 9 nominations, the very most out of everybody. And it just gets to a point of just like, come on now. And like, I think GNX was a very solid project. I enjoyed it. I think on release, I gave it like an 8 out of 10. Like, I'm not hating. There's a lot of enjoyable tracks on it. I really like Dodger Blue. Obviously, Luther was phenomenal. People love Reincarnated. Don't like that track whatsoever. Grill me in the comments if you want. I'm not with that. But I'm most excited probably to see, I want to see R&B performance, because I want to see Kehlani get her first Grammy. She deserves it. Folded was Song of the Summer. It was phenomenal. It was a groove. It was a vibe.
I'm about to start saying.
Okay, man.
Come pick up your clothes.
So I'm just saying, like, she really did that on that track. Rap Album of the Year, God Does Like Ugly. Very crazy album title, but literally one of the best rap albums I've heard this year. A phenomenal just performance from JID lyrically. I really can't wait to see what comes out of this. But jumping from the Grammys, we're going to stay on top with some Academy Awards, and we're going to jump right to the Governor's Awards.
Right.
And here, we got to see a lot of people giving credit for the amazing work that we do. We saw Tom Cruise, we saw Dolly Parton, we saw Warren Thomas. All of these guys come in and receive honorary Oscars, especially for people like Tom Cruise. Despite receiving 4 nominations throughout his career, he's never been able to like snag that.
Right.
So, and then most recently with Top Gun Maverick as a producer, still wasn't able to get there. So it's nice to see the awards and the honorary Oscars being lifetime achievements to commemorate these incredible actors and what they've been able to do. Gotta shout out Dolly Parton for being able to take home the Herschel honor, and that's for an entirely different reason. Obviously, we know about her incredible career, but what she's been able to do afterwards with her giving back to the community. You know, she won this for her philanthropic efforts and being able to just give back to the community, show love, use her mass fortune, because we know she got the money, using it for a good cause and giving back. It was a very good mix of commemorating achievements, commemorating, you know, careers. What do you think?
Yeah, I thought it was a really special moment for these artists, actors, producers, whatever you want to call this incredible group of people. But you know who I gotta shout out. If you don't know, I was a big dancer growing up. My mom was a dance teacher. Debbie Allen was also recognized at this fantastic event. And if you don't know who Debbie Allen is, shame, shame, shame. Because she is an artist, she's a producer, she's a dancer, she's a choreographer, she's a director, she does it all. She has done it all. If you look at that bloodline, the Allen bloodline, it's absolutely insane. But her being recognized also was something that was super special to me as a little girl. You know, even projects I didn't even know that she was so involved with, not only on camera but off camera, like A Different World. I was just so excited and proud to see that, and her speech was, if that's not a good speech, then I definitely don't know what is.
She sent it to me on TikTok before we got on, just because she was like, you got to watch this right now before
like
we get on air.
11:30 at night.
It hit you in the feels. It was real.
But speaking of dance and music and art and production, Moana, the live action film, is coming out. Me personally, I love a live action Disney movie. Still waiting for them to make a live action Princess and the Frog. If you need me, call me. But we don't have to talk about that right now. Some super awesome members of this cast. What are you excited to see?
You know, I'm not, let me not sit there and say I'm not excited for this film. I love Moana.
You have to embrace it.
It was. I will say I'm getting a little bit tired of this occult classic animated movie pipeline to not everything needs a live action. I'm going to be the one to say it first. Not everything needs a live action. Now, I will say, they've been hitting recently.
They have.
If you haven't seen Lilo and Stitch in theaters, love Lilo and Stitch.
The Lion King was also very good.
Lion King was great. What else do we have? How to Train Your Dragon was phenomenal. I couldn't even tell that some things were CGI. I'm telling you, you got to watch that. I'll put you on, don't worry. I know ball. But like, seriously, they have been doing a great job. And when it comes to the cast, I think, you know, obviously people are always going to get into it when it comes to being able to represent, you know, their culture properly. But I think with Catherine Lagaya, I think they got a really good one.
I
think she fits the part very well. I saw people like going back and forth on the internet talking about Dwayne Johnson isn't big enough. And I'm just like, realistically,
who else are you going to get?
If Dwayne Johnson isn't big enough to play somebody, who do you want to take that role?
And he's also the animated version.
I'm looking at him, I'm just like, yeah, you know, I'm sorry he's not, you know, 5'8" and 600 pounds. That's not possible to achieve in human parameters, but it looks good. I think, you know, I'm watching the trailer, looking at some of the cinematography, the shots.
Yeah.
Everything looks good. And I think with the reputation that these films and these live action adaptations of occult classic animated films have had recently, I'm really excited to see. Now, jumping from one movie to another, and I'm really excited about this one. We got the Michael Jackson biopic that's coming out next year in 2026. And come on, look at this, man. I don't want to hear nothing about casting problems. This is his nephew. Jafar Jackson is literally like 99, and the trend on TikTok talking about some 99.9% accuracy. That's Jafar Jackson. He's in the bloodline. If you've never heard him sing before he was preparing for this role, before he had
it's a bit uncanny.
Like, even without the traditional vocal like training to get him to have like all of Michael's just like nuanced things, and when it comes to singing, he's got an incredible voice. He fits the part, and I'm watching the trailer and I'm so excited for this. Obviously, when it comes to the King of Pop, you got him doing justice. Gigi, what do you think?
Now, y'all know I love Michael. I grew up on Michael.
I'm scared.
I did have a red leather jacket and a singular glove. We don't have to talk about that. But I'm going to match Isaiah in what he said in his last take. Do we always need a remake? I think Michael Jackson is one of those people whose lives speaks for itself. Nothing will ever compare to Michael Jackson. Maybe it's the greed in me. Maybe it's the fact that I've been so blessed to experience him for the short time that I did. Call me crazy. I don't know. But I just don't know if we need it. And I will go see it. If I am wrong, I'll eat my foot. Totally fine. I do think the resemblance is uncanny. I appreciate them choosing somebody who is related to him. I think that was a really smart production play. But it's just like, do we need another? I don't know. But I will see it. I am excited to see it. So I'll say that. But as we mentioned before, you know, it's that time of year. One of my favorite times of year. As much as I love Christmas, I also love Thanksgiving.
They jumped to the graphic before you even started
I
because
know.
they knew.
Are they trying to call me big?
They knew exactly.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say too much on it, but it's time for our Thanksgiving favorites. Yes, we're bringing it back once again. And you know, Isaiah wanted me to go first. It's fine. If my Nene is not watching this, I'm gonna send it to her because her sauerkraut is unmatched. Not any sauerkraut, because I can hear the comments now, but it's not what I'm talking about.
Right now.
It's my Nene's sauerkraut. If you don't know, you don't know. Go to East Baltimore, knock on the door, and get you a plate because it's fantastic. If it's in that tin tray that you get from the grocery store, you know, you put it in the oven. There's a ham hock in it. If you know, you know. If you know what a ham hock is, I can't help you. But the sauerkraut is fantastic. But moving on, that's my number 3. My number 2 is a classic. That good old-fashioned mac and cheese.
Come on now, I'm waiting for
You cannot, y'all give me my mac and cheese.
There it is. Come on now.
A good baked mac and cheese. And what I love about my family is that no matter who makes the mac and cheese, it's gonna be good. I don't have to worry about my mac and cheese. And I take immense pride in that. Now, mac and cheese, everybody knows that it's good. Everybody's family makes it a different way. But you know what I really love. And he's gonna come for me for this. Oh, also shout out to my mom. My mom makes the best mac and cheese. She got on me last year because I did not mention that. Mom, I love you. You know how much I love your cooking. Cannot wait for my first Thanksgiving meal that I have on the Sunday that
Mama
I come
Jones,
home
I need
before
a plate.
that Thursday.
I need a plate, Mama
it's fantastic.
Jones.
But, and I'm gonna do it again because people made fun of me all year long for this. A honey baked ham is one of, if not the best Thanksgiving moments. I'm not even gonna call it a meal because it's a moment.
What did you use to describe it last year?
Juicy, decadent,
There we go.
adding a new one, scrumptious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have no shame. It's fantastic. If you haven't had a honey baked ham, I recommend it. It's so good. My apartment had a Thanksgiving cater session today, and guess who catered it? Honey baked ham. It was fantastic. It was delicious, and I have no regrets. But Isaiah, what are your Thanksgiving favorites?
I think outside of sauerkraut, I think you gotta really say. But I haven't tried.
You haven't had my Nene's, and I invite you. I invite you home.
And I will gladly be there to try it. And if it's great, I retract my statement live on air. But take me to my number 3. I gotta see it first, just because. Oh my God! For all my Caribbeans out there, it's plantain, not plantain. I love some good plantain. Oh my God, Maduro. This is just spectacular. It don't matter who it is. Yeah, I had to bring out the accent. I'm not uncultured, you know.
I mean, it's Culture Central.
Absolutely, it wouldn't be Culture Central without showing off the culture. Man, this is one of my favorite side dishes. And you know, I'm actually a side dish person, honestly. Like when it comes to Thanksgiving, I'm not there for the turkey. I'm not there for the stuffing. We gonna clear the air on that right now. I'm glad we can agree on that. I love the sides. My little plantain, phenomenal. Take me to my number 2. I'm waiting. And you can't. A good old herb garlic mash cannot be topped. You got some homemade gravy. I don't want the canned gravy. I want the homemade gravy. You drizzle that on top, you know. It's nice and slow.
We have hand motions.
Nice and slow, you know. A little flick of the wrist. You gotta take your time with it. Nothing can beat a good mash. And just to wrap it up, take me to my number 1. Okay, and I'm gonna hit you with some more culture. If y'all don't know what this is pernil. And to all my Puerto Ricans out there,
give it to him one more time.
Pernil. To all my Puerto Ricans out there watching, you know that this is it. Whoever gonna bring it to the Thanksgiving table, and if they do it right, you love them. And you know, it just can't be beat. I don't want no turkey. I don't want none of that. I'm gonna take the pernil all day, every day, and that rounds off my top 3.
Well, there's nothing else I can say. I guess that's all for what's the word. Up next, our Culture Central family got together to celebrate the season of thanks. Take a look at our very own Culture Giving.
The whole day. Hey, you got it. Anybody behind me? I didn't pay like you. Take up the
Such a fun time and love to get together as family. Next, our specialist Kennedy Rivers went to an event that the Penn State community always shows out for, Together at the Table. Take a look.
Fall is the perfect time of year for giving, and what's more perfect than spending it here at Penn State with friends and organizations that work to foster a safe and inclusive environment for everyone. I'm Kennedy Rivers with Cultural Central, and the PRCC, along with the Latino Caucus, the Black Caucus, the Indigenous People Student Association, the Asian Pacific Islander Desi Association Caucus, come here today to host Together at the Table. So let's go check it out. Were there any cultural traditions you learned last year that you're excited to see this year?
Native Americans dancing. I really thought that was interesting. I liked how they performed and then how they showcased their culture.
Today, we gather the traditional lands of the Haudenosaunee and other members of indigenous communities.
And why did you attend today's Together at the Table event?
As Vice President of Latino Caucus, I simply love seeing everybody here together, sharing some amazing food, and also showcasing the talent that we have within each community. It's just something wonderful to see.
What are you grateful for?
What I'm grateful for is that Penn State still has a thriving and diverse community. I'm so grateful that we have events like Together at the Table, and we have programs like the PRCC, which is dedicated to making sure that we have diverse representation on campus and that we have a safe space on campus. So.
Let's talk about pride. They don't even have a fraction of mine. I can't let it slide. There's too many egos trying to collide. They trying to dim my light when I'm the shine. No treaty of Versailles. I go to war for mine. You gotta search primes to recreate my rhymes. I recollect the days I had to find a peace of mind and confidence.
And as this is the time for being thankful and giving, what are you grateful for?
I'm really grateful for my community here at Penn State. I really just enjoy being with them, having these events put forward by the PRCC, and just being able to share and be grateful for everything.
Today, so many cultures came together to have a seat at the table. They reflected on their meal and reflected on the communities around them. With so much love and thanks to give this season, PRCC continues to host events just like this for the Penn State cultures and community. For Culture Central, I'm Kennedy Rivers.
Thank you, Kennedy, for covering such an amazing event. We always love to see the community come together.
That's a wrap for today. Thank you for watching, and be on the lookout for more great content soon.
Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. I'm Gigi Jones.
And I'm Isaiah Maldonado.
For the culture,
we are
Culture Central.